beautiful friends, thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere. A big warm welcome to you if you are new here. My name is Kasamba. I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today, and today is a juicy one. We are doing the harsh truth about this connection. Now, before we jump in, I'm going to put out a trigger warning for this reading today because we are looking at the sort of shadow aspects of your relationship. Here on the channel, we always say, don't ask the question if you don't genuinely want to know the answer. So please just reflect on that before we get started. It's never my intention to hurt anybody. This is just an opportunity for you to get clarity, for you to get insight in your connection, and for you to really reflect on your situation and what's going on. So it is my intention that this reading empowers those people who resonate with it, okay? So I'm going to insert a picture of the cards for you with and without crystals so that you can choose your group in the way that suits you best. Group 1 is the citrine cluster, Group 2 is the amethyst cluster, and Group 3 is the jade palm stone. So make your selection from these three groups. Listen to your intuition to guide you as to which group will resonate with you the most today. And make your selection. Timestamps are in the description box, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, or welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 1. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful citrine cluster crystal. This little crystal is so cute. We're going to be diving in, taking a look at the harsh truth of this connection between you and your person. I'll begin with your tarot, and I will clarify with your oracle cards later in the reading. The Hermit to open your reading. Then you get 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Wands. You get the 6 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, 10 of Wands, and then the Tower, Hanged Man, and the 5 of Cups to close your reading. So Virgo's energy represented here very strongly. Also Leo's energy, Gemini energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That may resonate with you in your situation. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If it doesn't, please don't worry about it. It's a general reading. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Right. I feel this is interesting. I feel like your person has kind of really frozen you out a little bit. They maybe have pushed you away, right, emotionally. So even if they are sitting right next to you, they feel like they're a million miles away from you. I feel like there's this inability to connect with your person. Now, this could be something that is just happening kind of right now in the connection, or it could just be a general issue, I guess, with your person, is that they struggle to connect on a romantic level, or they struggle to connect to people emotionally, and maybe they don't have that emotional bandwidth for a beautiful relationship. Now, this 2 of Cups does indicate that this is a soulmate connection between you and this person who you're asking about today. So this means that you were destined to meet this person, to kind of do this dance, to have these experiences with them, to explore this. And it could also be sort of karma from a past life, sort of finishing off something, or having more experiences with someone that you've met from a past life. If this person feels very familiar to you, right? When you first met them, if you just thought, I feel like I've known you for ages, this is a strong indication that you've known them before, and that you're kind of playing out some unfinished business from a past life connection that you've had with them. Not necessarily romantic, but yeah, definitely this energy of them kind of having pushed you away, frozen you out in some way. And I feel like that's left you feeling kind of isolated, a little bit confused about things. With this 6 of Wands, your person is really enjoying your attention, okay? They like it that you're so into them, okay? It's boosting their ego. They know that you have strong feelings for them. They know that you are into them. And yeah, this is just like giving them an ego boost. It's kind of lifting them up, and just kind of, it's like outside validation. So instead of getting that, being grounded and rooted within themselves and kind of knowing that they're okay, they're kind of feeding off some of this outside validation that you're giving them. Just like, makes them feel more attractive. It makes them feel more confident because they have got your light shining on them. They're able to feed a little bit from your energy. This is what I'm saying, that it gives them a boost. But the problem with this, excuse me, when we do this, put so much focus on another person, particularly when that isn't a balanced exchange, is that we become depleted, right? Maybe you sense it like that, or maybe you've seen that happen to friends of yours or family members, where they pour a lot of energy into somebody else, and that can come from a really beautiful place, a place of wanting to be supportive and wanting to connect, but ultimately there is a risk of becoming depleted by doing that, as they seem to get more and more confident and their life gets a bit better, and you feel like your life is getting worse, or that you're feeling depressed, or that life isn't flowing, or things aren't really working out for you. It is a sign that perhaps you're putting too much into this person, or into somebody else, or into other people, rather than into yourself. All right. I also sense that like how they really feel, because you recognize each other on the soul level. Okay, so I feel like this is why it may be quite intense for you. You recognize each other on the soul level. But I feel like there's a lot of bravado here, like there's a veneer that they're kind of showing up with, of kind of, I can take it or leave it, I'm not that bothered, I just want to be friends, or, I'm cool or whatever. But there is love here, deep down. And I think this is why it's confusing for you. And there is a lot of confusing energy here with this kind of Seven of Cups energy. I don't really like the energy of the Seven of Cups when it shows up. It's just like not how I want to be living life, really. So there is this kind of, your person doesn't really know what they want, and this will be showing up in your connection as confusion, and it's going to make it very difficult for you. I feel like there are times when you do feel like you're getting closer to them, that there is emotional intimacy, like you're having beautiful conversations, you're connecting, right, about things. You feel really close to them, you feel understood, right? You feel like you are understanding them, and there's this exchange, and you feel like you're connecting. And then there are other times when they feel more distant, or they just feel like they're just kind of using you for your body, or it's just for a hookup, or they want to keep things on the surface level. But then there are these moments, these crumbs, where you get more, where you get kind of more intensity, where they let their guard down. But it isn't all the time, right? Like, a connection should feel good, and you should feel emotionally safe with somebody. And if they're only giving you those aspects of themselves, letting you connect or opening up in little, just in little increments, or just sometimes, that isn't enough. That's going to make you feel very unsafe emotionally. So I feel like there's a lot of confusion for you, because sometimes you feel really connected to them, and then sometimes you just don't, and it just feels like it's just a bit of a fling, and it's more surface level, and this is creating a lot of confusion for you. But also your person is very confused about what they want. It may be the case that they're confused about whether they want you as a friend or as a lover. This is also indicated here really strongly in the reading, okay, whether or not you're better just as friends, and the physical side of things, if that's kind of where you're at, is making things kind of more complicated, right, for some of you. So that's indicated here. I'm sorry my voice is so croaky today. Basically, I haven't got a cold, I've got hay fever, so that's why I sound like Barry White with this very deep husky voice today. You get Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Ten of Wands. So there is this resistance to moving on. Okay, this could be you, this could be your person, but I feel like your person isn't letting you move on, and the reason is because sometimes they're giving you more, right? Sometimes they're on the phone to you, sometimes you feel like you're emotionally connected, and then sometimes you feel like you've been frozen out. This is what you're getting. You're getting these crumbs, and the crumbs feel so good. They feel intense, and the reason that they feel intense is because there's no consistency here, right? It's just sometimes. Sometimes you get what it is that you want, and sometimes you don't, or what it is that you need, right? In order to connect to another person and to have your needs met and to feel safe. Sometimes you do that, and this is why it feels intense. So it's like your person is like, they don't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you, right? And it's not because, you know, you're not worthy of a beautiful love or that there's anything wrong with you. It's because they don't really know what it is that they want, or if they even want a relationship. So this is what I'm picking up on. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but there is this resistance to move on that may be from you. I think that's causing, you know, it is becoming a burden. It's something that's weighing on your heart, but I think that your person isn't doing you any favors. They're not treating you with the respect that you deserve. You know, if they don't want you, then they should let you go, and not just keep kind of reeling you back in, or kind of showing up, you know, disappearing and then showing up, or kind of being distant and then being really intense with you, right? Looking at the future energies, you get the Tower, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Cups. So the issue here is that there will be a breaking point with this. I think this is going to feel very natural for you. I don't think it's going to be dramatic. I think it's just going to be like a realization within yourself that, and what you will see in their behavior is that they're not going to change. This is the harsh truth right now. This Seven of Cups, they're always going to be giving you this mixed messages. They're always going to like be feeling confused at this stage in their life. Maybe not in the future, maybe not in a year's time, or 5 years time, or 10 years time. But right now, excuse me, they're always going to be showing up with this confusing mixed messages, because they feel this inner turmoil, this inner confusion within them, right? If this message is resonating with you. So this is the thing. There's going to be this realization within you that this is always the same. Look back at the history of this, you know, and if you carry on in this connection, you'll see it's the same pattern. And there will be this realization, which is empowering, that they are not going to change. Okay, you can't make them change. You can't earn their love. Love isn't earned, it's free, right? And there is some sorrow attached to that, because this is a soulmate connection. This is an intense connection. You know, there is some beauty here. Maybe you can be grateful for this person in your life, for the feelings that they've awakened in you, for the experiences that you've had, okay? And you can take those, the good bits, the beautiful bits, the understanding, the lessons, and then kind of move forward with that. There's still so much here for you to be grateful for, you know, to have had that experience, to have met that person, to have had them in your life. So you can carry on with this connection, but what the cards are saying is that you will find that they won't change, and after a while that won't resonate with you so much, and it's going to be a bit like, well, you know, I want more than this, or my needs aren't getting met, or I want love to feel more nourishing than this connection feels, right? You get the card Illusions, Clouded, Judgment, and Unbalance. This is what I was saying about kind of the way that they're showing up for you and how it is that they really feel. It's like they want to connect to somebody at a deeper level, right? But I sense that your person doesn't have maybe a lot of... they don't have as much emotional intelligence, or they don't have the emotional bandwidth that you do. And when you are that sort of person, it can feel a little bit, it's difficult to understand when you meet somebody who isn't able to kind of give and receive love at the level that you can, when you have this high emotional intelligence, and when you have those skills and you have a beautiful open heart space. So we have the card Better Off. So I think this is a message from Spirit that perhaps you're better off without them. It says clear headspace, getting perspective, finding happiness. So maybe just that you need a little bit of space just to really kind of get grounded in yourself, to come home to yourself is what I'm hearing. Just kind of remember who you are a little bit. If this relationship has been very intense, if you've been very wrapped up in it, if you've forgotten yourself a little bit, forgotten your own power, forgotten what it is that makes you feel good and empowered and happy, right? We have the card, I can't handle this situation. Right, this is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks, if you are interested. So yeah, they're really like, this is what I'm picking up on. They can't handle these deeper feelings, right? They can't handle having to level up and show up for you in the way that you need to kind of have a mature connection. I am listening to my head, not my heart, right? Again, there's indication that they're not connecting from the heart space. You know, if you feel like you aren't able to connect heart to heart, this is why. They just kind of listen to kind of what's in their head. They're not used to listening to their heart, I think. So there may be some practical factors in your relationship to do with distance or responsibilities or money, something like this. And so their head's kind of saying, well, this isn't really a good idea, or this isn't really what I want. Okay, I just want to clarify, we are looking at the shadow aspects. It doesn't mean that your person is a bad person. It doesn't mean that there aren't good aspects to this relationship as well. This is a shadow aspects reading. So just to clarify that, you get material world. So like we were talking about, is that going to come into focus? No. There you go. Yeah, just this energy of finances being at play. Maybe they feel like they want to kind of be working on their finances and career, that they want something to show for their lives, that this is where their attention needs to be, or maybe they feel like they don't have enough to give you, to provide, perhaps for some of you, or that there are this just indicates that there are practical issues at play in the 3D world. It isn't always just about the feelings and the love. We all have lives and responsibilities and things like this as well. We have the beautiful card Recognition. This is what I was talking about, that you recognize each other on the soul level. So there is a sweetness here, there is love here. They do recognize you at the soul level. There's definitely this indication of kind of past lives together. So in this full moon image, the full moon may be significant to you in your connection. It says, I replay our conversations over and over. So that, you are very much on their mind. They are thinking about things, about this connection, about what it is that they've said, right? It's like they're trying to make sense of things. I feel like you've been quite fair, is what I'm hearing, and honest and open. You've spoken your truth to them. And they do think about this. This is kind of, they're trying to make sense of things. It's time for me to heal now. So this could be you, it could be your person. There may be some healing for your person to do. They're healing some of their issues. Maybe they need a little bit of time in order to do that. We have the card, I remember you, and your picture brings me to tears. So it may be that they're checking you out on social media, or they've got pictures of you on their phone, and it does, thinking, reminiscing about those past times together, the time that you spent together, on those quieter moments of reflection. It does, they do have these strong emotions for you about those experiences that you've had. And we have the card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, the Heart of the Matter. This is a card 22, breaks down to 4. So those numbers may be significant to you. So you're going through this situation, this kind of journey of kind of getting to the heart of the matter, really kind of, and I think we've explored that a little bit today as to kind of what is going on with your person, the difference between kind of what you see in the surface level and what is going on underneath that veneer that we were talking about. So, getting to the crux of the matter, and that is really that your person isn't willing to change, and that you cannot force them to do that. So, if you're okay with how things are, then you can, if that is enough for you, then that is good. That is an empowered decision, and you can do that. But if it isn't, or in the future it turns out that it isn't, then know that you are worth more. You're worth more than somebody who only shows up for you part-time. All right, I want you to know that you are a special and amazing person, and if you want true, genuine love, then put that intention out to the universe and it will come to you. All right. That's everything that I have for you in this reading. I want to give Nicole, my friend, a shout out. This isn't sponsored. She does energetic relationship coaching. If you are looking to get an insight into your relationship, into a connection, into your sort of personal patterns, any questions that you have about love or relationships, about yourself, that you have recognized need shifting and changing and healing within yourself, and you want someone to help you to do that work, then Nicole is amazing. She is an intuitive herself. She is extremely genuine. She's such a joy to connect with. She's such a wonderful person. Nicole is offering $11.11 off her energetic relationship coaching. If you feel like you need some support, I really recommend her. It's all linked down below. If you scroll right down to healing services, you will see a link to Nicole's work there if you want to connect with her. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings in your situation, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2, thank you so much for joining me today. This is for everyone who picked the Amethyst Cluster Crystal. All right, let's get into the harsh truth of this connection between you and your person. World in the reverse, you get Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Justice, and then you get the Star, the Fool, and the 4 of Cups as the closing your reading. So I see Libra's energy here, Aquarius energy, Virgo energy. You may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. That's represented here. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So world in reverse, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords. I just feel like this relationship, it's like you can't get closure. This is what I'm seeing, because the world in reverse is just like it's not over, and then 10 of Swords is like it is over. So it feels like you can't get closure with this, or this is very on again, off again, or every time you think it's over and you're never going to see their face again and it's all done, and then they kind of pop back up into your life or something like this, or just like there's something about this that feels, I'm seeing like something like a ragged edge, so there's no clean break, so it kind of feels like this connection is never quite finished. It's never quite over. You can never kind of fully let go of it because it never quite feels like it's over. So the theme of this reading, or the general energy that I'm getting, is that you just can't get closure from this for whatever reason. It's just like every time you think it's done, it isn't done. There seems to be kind of more to experience, or you find like you're drawn back to one another for some reason. It's kind of like you know that maybe this isn't exactly what you want, or this isn't the best thing for you in your heart of hearts, and yet there's something here where you're kind of drawn back together, or that you just like you, and it's not just you, it's them as well, where you just miss each other so much, and then you just feel like you're drawn together. It's like this energy of I can't be with you, but I can't be without you. This is what I'm picking up on. It's making me feeling a little bit emotional, because it's like so much conflicted energy here. We've got this 7 of Pentacles, so it's just like, you know, there has been a lot invested in this. You know, maybe that's been time, maybe it's your heart that's invested in it, okay, and your person is invested in you. So there is this energy of investment here. 5 of Swords in the reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like there may have been a lot of drama around this connection, possibly, or some sort of simmering resentment, or in the past there may have been some turmoil, some drama. I feel like these energies are kind of settled down a little bit. I feel like you're in this energy of like maybe you've taken a break, or you've taken a step back, or you're kind of not together right now, and like in these times it's easy to look at the connection through rose tinted glasses. This is what I'm sensing. It's just like, when you're not in it, when you're not caught up in all the drama and stuff like that, you're just like, oh, but it's so good, and there are things, it's like there's a bit of amnesia there where you're forgetting about, you know, the things that they do which are disrespectful or aren't meeting your needs, or are where they step out of their integrity, or are just annoying, or that don't work for you. It's like you kind of forget about that when you're in this time of kind of separation, or when it's kind of you're in an off period in this connection. It's just like you forget about the challenges and the struggles, and it's easy just to think about the good things, and you know, how hot they are in bed, or how good they make you feel, or how delicious it is to kiss them or to talk to them or whatever, right? You only think about those things, and then you forget to look at the big picture of the whole thing. And there's this reluctance to kind of let go, because you're just like, well, I've invested so much in this, you know, I've put my heart on the line, I've spent all this time, this could be years, right? You've invested so much in this, so there's this kind of reluctance to let this go. And just also just like, it's got so much potential. There's this energy of just like, but you know, we've got loads in common, we're really attracted to each other, we get on, it's got so much potential, why isn't this working? So this is making it hard to kind of move on or to get a clean break from it. You've got the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Justice card. There may be, I'm getting a few messages. This is just for some of you. There may be some gossip or some talk around your connection, like people wanting to give you their 10 cents worth of kind of their opinion about what you should be doing, or maybe somebody's like in the ear of your person telling them what they think and like what they should be doing and what they should be doing about you and about relationships and in their life. Okay, this could be their family, it could be their friends, or it could be kind of your friends are just like, oh, you know, you really need to do, you know, let this go. You need to listen to yourself. I mean, you can't do this for your person. If your person isn't listening, you know, there's kind of like some outside influences here, right? If they're just listening to their friends and not listening to their own inner truth, then there's nothing that you can do about that. But if this is you, then Spirit is really saying, look, listen to your own inner truth. Don't listen to your friends or your family. You know, get quiet with yourself and listen to your own inner truth, rather than being swayed by all these different opinions, because people sometimes have their own agendas, you know, so, and they have their own lens. They don't truly know you. So this is one of these times where you need to listen to yourself on your own inner truth about kind of what's going on here in this situation. Now, I feel like for some of you there may be conflict around a third party energy, right, with you and your person. If this is true, this isn't something this is something that you already know, right? This is something that you're aware of. You know, maybe this person is married, or they're still flirting with their ex or something like this. This third party energy could be their mother, or it could be the responsibilities that they have in their life with their job. There's some sort of conflict around outside issues. I think for a lot of you this could be another person though, which is causing, you know, maybe they're just flirting and their energy is very open to other people, and there's flirtation, and this is causing some friction. Maybe you feel it's disrespectful. Take it how it resonates, but the main theme that I'm getting here is that there is conflict around a third party energy between you both. But I see there's this need for a definitive decision. We were saying this is on again, off again, that you're not getting clarity, you're not getting closure over this situation. But moving forward, I see you being able to make, or someone in this connection makes a definitive decision about what is going on here. And it's like, you know, maybe if they haven't been fair to you, I see this kind of balancing out, this fairness coming in. And a definitive decision being made here. I see that the Star and the Fool, I see that, you know, you are very hopeful that there can be a fresh start with this, because like we were saying, it's got a lot of potential, and you're just like, I wish we could start again, or I wish we could wipe the slate clean, or just like, oh, you know, I wish we could have a fresh start with this. There is this desire within you to have that, to go on this journey, to begin again with them, and to kind of heal this rift and these difficulties, and to heal all the challenges in this, to find solutions to those, and then to be able to move forward with that. But ultimately, I feel like with this Four of Cups, you're coming up against a brick wall. It's like you're knocking on a door that just won't open. And there is this energy, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles as well as this Four of Cups. There's this energy represented with your person of kind of despondency, like this energy of despondency where they're just like, it could be that they are suffering from a little bit of depression or low mood, that they're not going through a very good stage in their life. I feel like they're a little bit closed down to you. Yeah, you want to like, you're just like, come on, let's give this another go. Let's give it another chance. But I just feel like they're just not open to that. You know, they may open the door a little bit to you, but they're never going to open the door fully. The door being their heart, right? They're resistant to it for whatever reason. Maybe it's just that they don't want a relationship right now. If they're not feeling very good in themselves, very confident, if they're having a bad time in their life, then they may be resistant to it for those reasons. Or it could be because you've had drama or issues in your connection. They're just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't really face any more of this. And it's like they associate... it's like they're starting to associate bad feelings with you. So even though you've shared all these beautiful feelings and you've shared this beautiful connection, because there's been challenges and difficulties, when they think of you, instead of feeling love, they're feeling like this resistance, or kind of like, oh no, this is hard work, this is difficult. Okay, so they've started to associate negative feelings with this connection with you. And this is why they're a little bit resistant. This is why they're kind of holding back a little bit. This is why they feel like they're closed off to you, because there's been some stuff that's happened. It may be with you. It may be like a reflection of a relationship that they've had in the past, and now they've brought baggage. This is a message that I'm getting as well. They've brought baggage into this relationship, this connection with you, and it's making it difficult for you, you know, for that door to open. They won't open the door because they're afraid of getting hurt. Let's take a look and clarify. With your oracle cards, we've got quite a few. We've got purifying, purging, healing, clean energy. So some of this energy is getting cleaned up. There is this kind of process of healing here, of purifying, of kind of, you know, purging this, of kind of getting out these lower vibrational energies, these kind of struggles. If you feel like you've been stuck in it a little bit, you know, purified energy is clean, is pure. So I'm seeing that kind of process here. We've got the card consequences, karma, destiny, cause and effect. So maybe your person's really feeling the consequences of their actions, you know, whatever it is that they've done or said that was maybe kind of out of their integrity. You know, maybe that means that the consequence to this is that, you know, this love that you had for them is no longer on the table, or this sort of offer or whatever, or that they have to kind of live with the emotional consequences of saying that. So there is some regret there. We have the card I see you in a new light. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of the Lumiere decks if you are interested. So I feel like they're just like, they're seeing a new facet of you that they didn't kind of know about. Maybe you've been very measured, maybe you've been very poised. I kind of see that here with the Justice, you know, despite how it is that they are behaving and what it is that they're doing. You know, maybe you've kind of walked away from that or refused to engage in it and just been like, I know we've had all this drama, but I'm just not doing this anymore because it's too exhausting for me. So, and then they respect you for that. This is what I'm seeing. Or, you know, they're just kind of waking up to your kind of specialness, how it is, you know, the specialness of the connection that you have between each other. This is interesting. You have, I know that I crossed the line with you. So there is this energy that perhaps they've kind of pushed you a little bit too far, that they went a bit too far, maybe with something they said, maybe just, you know, they've just kind of left things too long this time. or, you know, how it is that they've behaved. They are, again, this energy that we were talking about of regret, you know, that they have gone too far here. We have the card Mirroring. This is my twin flame card, so that may resonate with you in this connection. Could be a soulmate as well. But I feel like there are a lot of similarities, maybe more than you would like to admit, between you and your person, right? So maybe if they're a little bit resistant, there's times when you are also a little bit resistant, or that some of the patterns that they have, or some of the baggage that they have, there are also reflections of that in you. That like energy attracts like energy. So maybe they've got some of the same kind of a similar childhood to you, or similar wounding to you, or similar triggers to you. Like when you really look at it in the cold light of day, you're just like, oh yeah, we are, you know, more similar than we are different. So a lot of mirroring energy here. We have, I made so many mistakes. So again, this energy of regret from your person, that they, you know, they feel like they stepped out of their integrity, that they could have dealt with things better. If they had their time over again, they would do things differently. So we have the card Inner Child. So this really indicates that there are this childhood wounding, that maybe your person has issues, and that these are showing up in the connection. We have, I couldn't let you get close to me, right? So if they've been keeping you at arm's length, if they push you away, it's because they have this fear of intimacy, or this fear of vulnerability, of really like being open-hearted. Not everybody who says that they want a relationship is actually relationship ready. You know, not everyone who presents as kind of, yeah, I'm on the market, I'm ready for a relationship, you know, when they're actually faced with it, they can actually do that. We have your words keep ringing in my head. So there's something that you've said that has really stuck with them, that has maybe kind of shone a light on their own kind of behavior, or their own way of dealing with things. And it's kind of going round and round in their mind. We have, I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. So there is this passion here between you both that you share, right? And this is why you're drawn to each other. This is kind of magnetic attraction that we were saying, that keeps bringing you together. This this energy between you both. But I feel like the passion that you have is mirrored in them. You know, you mirror each other's passions, but you also mirror each other's kind of shadow selves as well. So it's interesting. And we have the card, Love is all around you. Don't sing. Yeah, if anyone remembers that. So yeah, this is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Love is all around you. This is a 16, breaks down to a 7. Those numbers may be significant to you. It says, there is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as the truth. This is true. You are being divinely supported and guided. Love is all around you. When you tune into that bandwidth of love, that frequency of love, which is the frequency of abundance, then you attract more love into your life. So if your person is being a bit withholding, right? Or, you know, there are these issues and you just feel like there is no love, just tune into that bandwidth of love. Tune in and be grateful for the love that you have in your life in general, or the love that you see other people sharing. Start noticing the love in the world, and that love will grow for you. It's going to make you, feel better. It's going to kind of soothe you, and it's going to connect you to what love should feel like. Because I feel like this feels like love is kind of unsafe, or kind of rocky, or that it's a little bit draining maybe. You know, love is an abundant energy. It kind of lifts you up. It should make you feel good. All right. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. I want to shout out to my friend Nicole. She offers energetic relationship coaching. So if you are looking for some insight into this connection or another connection, into your own relationship patterns, if you've got questions about kind of love and romance, if you're kind of ready to do that inner work, then Nicole is there for you to kind of support you and hold your hand through that process. She is an intuitive herself. She is incredibly insightful, very, very good at what she does, very genuine. She really kind of gets to the heart of the matter. very quickly and will give you insights into yourself that you can never have come to on your own. So if you want to find out more about that process, it's linked in the description box. Nicole is offering $11 off her energetic relationship coaching. Check that out if it resonates with you. You can find out more about me and what I have to offer over on my website, lumieretarot.com. Follow us on Instagram, Lumiere_mystic, for more free tarot readings as well. But I'm sending you lots of love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 3. This is for everyone who picked the Jade Palm Stone. This is such a beautiful, peaceful, calming stone in my collection. I just love it so much. Right, let's spill the tea on this relationship, this connection that you're going through. Let's see what the harsh truth is that you are facing today. I'll begin with your tarot and we will clarify with your oracle cards. 8 of Wands to open your reading. Then you get the 6 of Cups, King of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Hierophant, 2 of Cups, the World, and then you get the Tower, 7 of Pentacles, and the Star. All right, so Aquarius energy is here. I see Taurus energy, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius. In this reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That may resonate with you. If it doesn't, please don't worry about it too much. These are general readings. Always just take what resonates and then leave the rest behind. Out of all the readings today, this has been the one where I feel like there's the most kind of healthiness and kind of love here for one another. Like there is mutual love, there is mutual caring in this connection. We've got this 8 of Wands and then the 6 of Cups and the King of Cups. I feel like this got off to quite an intense start, this connection between you both. Like maybe it was kind of love at first sight or lust at first sight, or just like as soon as you kind of locked eyes with this person, you're just like yes to this. Or there's this energy for some of you that it just went from 0 to 100 miles an hour, you know, in 3 seconds. It was just like there's just a lot of intensity. Maybe this connection for some of you, not for all of you, moved very quickly in the beginning. Like it was just like quite like it moved quite quickly, or like it went from friendship to lovers quite quickly, or whatever it is. But I just see this kind of fast moving energy. There's definitely a soulmate connection here. This has been a theme coming up in the readings, but getting the 6 of Cups next to the King of Cups like this, there is genuine feeling here. There is genuine emotion in this connection. I feel like things are really much up in the air right now with you both. With this 8 of Wands, it's really like, you know, what do they want? What's going to happen? What does the future hold? I feel like things kind of hang in the balance, that things are kind of really up in the air for you regarding how your person feels, although they do care about you, definitely. This reading is just like, this is what's written all over it. They do care about you, right? So you don't need to worry about that. There's not something that you need to worry about. You know, they are into you. They do recognize you like this. I feel like it's like they kind of get you as well in a way that nobody else does. This is why it feels like a very close connection. I sense there's a lot of intimacy here in this connection with you both. It's a really lovely kind of feeling. But I feel like you have been waiting a long, long time with this Temperance card for them to make an offer to you, right? With this Ace of Pentacles, just like, when are you gonna show up for me? When are you gonna come up with the goods? Like, it's like you've been straight down the line. You're just like, yeah, I want this, I want a relationship, I want you, it's all good, I'm loving this. I feel like on many levels you really vibe at the same frequency, like you're into the same stuff, you see the world through the same lens. These are beautiful things here. So I just feel like you've been waiting for them to kind of make a move, tell you how they feel, tell you what it is that they want, whatever it is, however this resonates for you. I feel like you've been waiting a long time, or that you've been very patient, that they've been kind of really slow in coming around. But the thing is, what they're offering you is not what it is that you want. What I see them showing up as, or showing up with, is just some, let's go with it, just some nonsense. Okay, not something that's real, not something that you can invest in, not something that you can kind of really hold on to and build, right? you want to plant this seed in the ground, this seed that's represented here, on the Ace of Pentacles, and kind of watch it grow. See that development in this, but what you're getting is just something that is very surface level, which is ultimately just some nonsense. Maybe it's games, maybe it's messing around, maybe it's just hot and cold, maybe they just want to hook up with you, and they're happy to see you when there's a hookup, but they don't want to spend any quality time with you. Do they want to see you when you've got your clothes on? Right? Do they want to, do they want to spend time with you? Do they want to meet your family? Do they want to meet your friends? Do they want to be intimate with you in an emotional way, not just a physical way, like in terms of opening up and talking and sharing feelings, right? Do they want to do this? I think that they they don't want to do that, or they don't do it very often. So I feel like you've been waiting a long time. Because it does feel, that there are feelings there. It does feel very intense. So you are just like, well, I'm just going to wait for them to come around. But in this meantime, all they're doing is showing up for you with something which is less than what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, and what it is that you deserve, right? This is what I'm seeing. You've got the Hierophant and then the Two of Cups. More beautiful love. Six of Cups, Two of Cups, and union. It's like you're committed to this connection. I feel like this is your energy, not your person, but remember these readings, because they're general, they can always resonate vice versa, but it's like you're committed to this connection. I'm getting twin flame vibes off this reading. If you resonate with that, if you've been thinking maybe this is a twin flame thing, it may well be. This is showing up here. It's not a message for everybody, just for some of you, right? But it's just like, it's like you're committed to that. You're committed to kind of making this happen, or waiting for them to show up for you in the way that you would like. And it's not something that you are prepared to let go of. You're kind of still in the loop. You're still in the cycle of this. You'll still keep... because there's like more for you to experience with this person. Whatever it is that's going on, this is a spiritual connection with the Hierophant and the the Two of Cups. Here, this is saying, look, this is a spiritual connection. On the 5D, you're in union. On the 5D, you can communicate on that spiritual level. You're connected soul to soul, heart to heart. I see this here very strongly. This is definitely a spiritual connection. It may be a spiritual connection which has been over many lifetimes. I feel like you will always be cycling in and out of each other's lives, no matter what happens in this situation. We always see life from the ego's perspective, and the ego's perspective of death, and that things are finite and limited, but the soul is unlimited, and our soul's journey is eternal. So it's just like there's a lot for you to experience with this person, a lot that you can learn from them, a lot that you learn from each other as a result of being together. But I see you being kind of quite kind of determined, or just... There's a lot about you and your energy in this reading. It's kind of interesting. If you need that opportunity to reflect, I only want to give you messages that empower, right? But it's like you're just sticking with it. This is what I'm saying. You're just like, doesn't matter what happens, I'm just sticking with this. I won't consider anybody else. I won't consider any other options, right? It's like you're kind of wedded to this idea of this union with this person. I'm kind of not letting that go. But like moving forward, you get the Tower, you get the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and you get the Star to close your reading. I feel like there is this understanding coming in that it's like they don't want to move this forward, and your person... It's like they don't want to invest in this. They don't want to invest in this connection, in developing this. We were talking about, watching the seed grow, planting the seed in the ground and kind of watching it sprout. It's like with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, they're being very kind of stuck in the mud and very determined about what it is that they want. And I just don't see them. And I feel like you're going to have this understanding with this Tower moment. And I feel like this is going to be an inward kind of shift within yourself. This Tower is all about kind of letting go of what's no longer serving you. But I just feel like there's this energy here where you recognize that they're not going to progress with this, and that they are not going to invest in this connection. Do you want someone who's not showing up for you in the way that you want? Do you want someone who is not prepared to invest in you when you are well worth the investment? You know, you are an amazing person. You are a beautiful, loving person. You want someone who can invest in you. So I see you kind of recognizing that and taking some of that love. You know, these are future energies. This could be in kind of 3 months' time. I feel like there's more for you to experience with this person before you kind of get to that point. But when you do, it's gonna feel very natural, like a sort of shedding of a skin, or just like a letting go. But it's going to feel very natural. And then you get, you know, this is this beautiful, gentle energy with the star of kind of self-love, of coming home to yourself, right? Of understanding that you are the most important, and that your own vibration, feeling good in yourself, working towards your destiny, you know, working on your soul's purpose, your dharma, what it is that you're here to do in the world, is more important than this, and that this has become a little bit of a distraction for you. So I see an inner shift taking place within you, where you kind of recognize this isn't what I truly want. And like I was saying, you may have to have more experiences with them before you get to that place of just like where you fully see that they are not investing in you, right? That they are not giving you the time, where they're not being as thoughtful as they could be, where they're not really showing up for you, where they're not meeting your needs, and they're just giving you nonsense. And you're just like, well, enough is enough. Let's clarify with your oracle cards. We have the card avoiding, right? Blocking, escaping, pushing away. So this nonsense that you're getting from this person, this is the word that I keep getting like this. It's just like, you know, it could be hot and cold behavior, it could be games, whatever it is, it could be crumbs, but it's just nonsense at the end of the day. There's this kind of avoiding nature. Maybe they're dodging your calls, maybe they're avoiding you in general, maybe they're just avoiding talking about real feelings and like the heart of the matter. Look at this, I'm hiding my feelings from you. There you go. They're avoiding like intimacy. They're avoiding kind of connecting to you and really kind of opening their heart and being real with you about kind of what's going on with them. You know, what I'm hearing from Spirit is they are keeping you in the dark. This does make it very difficult for you, because like, what have you got to go on? You can't understand them if they're not going to kind of be open enough with you to kind of talk it through. That may help you a lot if you could understand where it is that they're coming from. So but you know, this is a spiritual connection. They do have these feelings for you. I do see love in this reading, which I think is why it's making it so difficult for you, right? So it may be that they've got like this fear of intimacy, like, so they do want to connect to somebody heart to heart. They do want love. They want this for themselves, but they kind of don't know how to make it work. They don't know how to do that. And like, that can feel a little bit strange if, you know, if it's something that you can do and it feels very natural to you. It can be difficult to understand, to kind of show that person compassion and to sort of understand what it is that they're going through, where they have an inner conflict of wanting something and yet self-sabotaging it, or wanting something and then not being able to have the emotional bandwidth to be able to connect with it. We have the card abandoned. It may be that someone's abandoned this connection. This kind of empty chair really kind of speaks to me, that there's just like, maybe, you know, you miss having them in your bed or in your life or around, or there's like a space that's in your life because they're kind of not here for some of you. It could be that they've just kind of emotionally kind of abandoned you, that they've kind of jumped ship. It may also be the case actually that they've got a fear of abandonment. This is represented here as well. They're afraid of being left, right? Tea. I didn't think I had any left, but I do. So that's nice. I see a change here, metamorphosis. This may be a change with your person, this beautiful butterfly image here, letting go of some of these past energies. Remember, we're always just looking at a snapshot in time of this connection. But yeah, there is this change coming in. But this change may be, what I'm seeing, you know, from the outcome of this reading, is that there is a change, a shift within yourself to do with your own perception, to do with your own understanding of yourself, your feelings, and this connection. Like, there's an understanding that comes in for you, and as a result of that understanding, it brings positive change to you. We have, I've never known a love like this. I feel, you can see, this is what I'm saying, there is a lot of love in this connection, there is a lot of beautiful feelings in this connection, and they haven't experienced anything at all like this and between anybody, and I don't think they've connected to love like this with anybody, maybe not even in their childhood, if they've had parents who are a little bit emotionally absent for them. So this is kind of new territory for them. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of the Lumiere collection decks, which are linked down below. But yeah, I've never known a love like this. They've never connected with somebody like they've connected with you, and yet they are unable to show up for you in the way that you need. So there could be some self-sabotaging behavior here, like they feel like they are unworthy. We have the card tension. A lot of friction, a lot of tension in this connection as a result of this. Turbulence, arguments, stress. Okay, so, you know, is this wearing you down? Is it creating stress in your life? Right? You know, there's this kind of resistance. Maybe you're fighting against their resistance. Maybe they've kind of said no to you, either physically, you know, in reality, or kind of just with their actions. They're just kind of, and that's causing some friction and some tension between you both. We have, I know I messed up everything. So there is some regret here, you know, that some of their actions that they've taken in their life, maybe, you know, that they've gone too far, that they've made a mistake, that they've made a bit of a mess of things. I'm seeing that here. Oh, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So you're very much on their mind. So even though they maybe don't have the capability to make this happen, right? Or to connect with you in that way, you've given them a lot of food for thought. They really do kind of think about you. And they're kind of trying to figure it out, you know, in their own way, through their own understanding. We've got to remember that everyone's always doing the best that they can with the information that they have. So through their lens of life, through their life experience, they're doing the best that they can. I really sense that in this reading. Like, you know, sometimes there's just this vibe of just like, well, they're just, what is it that I want to say? Just that they're kind of just doing it just because they can, or because it's a bit of a laugh, or because they like the attention. But this is, you know, this does have meaning. There is meaning here in this connection. We have, your face haunts me day and night. So, you know, you are very much at the forefront of their mind and, you know, on their heart. They're really thinking about that. And it says, I can never say it, but I do love you. This is what I was saying. There are genuine loving feelings here. But, you know, are they ever going to express them or kind of be real with you? But I sense there's a fear of intimacy here. I think this is what you're dealing with. And we have, oh, wow, we have honesty is essential, which is a card 38, breaks down to an 11, breaks down to 2. Those numbers may be significant to you. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Okay, so maybe if you've been trying to be the cool girl or the cool guy, not give yourself away, then maybe it's time for a bit of honesty about kind of how you really feel about things, or how they make you feel when they behave in a certain way, so they can get greater understanding, so that they can learn more about you, about love, about relationships. Or it could just be the case that, you know, we're picking up on this energy here where they're not being fully honest with you, they're not opening up their heart, they're not speaking their truth to you, and they're just turning up, you know, showing up with this nonsense that we were talking about. So yeah, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards, as always. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful books, Attract, Soulmate Love and Feminine Frequency. I've written both those books from the heart. They are for the feminine energy partner, the partner who likes to be pursued. Regardless of your gender, there is always a feminine energy partner and a masculine energy partner, the yin and the yang, in any connection, which creates magnetic attraction. So find out loads more about my books. They're linked down below in the description box. Also follow us on Instagram, Lumiere_mystic, for more free readings, all right? But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings in your situation. I hope you're okay. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye-bye.